warm good evening and welcome. It's time for Sport at 10. It's Wednesday night. I can't wait to bring you what will be one of the best shows we've ever brought you. Why? Because our bench is strong. The guests are fantastic and they're itching to get out onto the pitch to talk to you about their sporting lives. Let's get into the green room and find out who's there. There she is. Karina Horn is South Africa's fastest woman. The 100-meter champ is on her way possibly to Rio 2016 and is aiming to get to the final of the 100 meters. Can she do it? Right next to her, well, they are looking slightly different than they did when they played, but we haven't forgotten Bruce Ramokgadi, hero in 1996 in the CAF Super Cup, Gavin, the stability unit lane, and Okpara Williams, the godfather. Three key men involved in Orlando Pirates winning the CAF Super Cup in 1996. I can't wait to celebrate it. It happened this month in 1996, which is 20-year anniversary. So 20 years ago to this month, the guys did it. And finally, DJ Zinhle will be wrapping things up as she takes on the quiz. She's wearing the Amazulu green kit. So I don't know, maybe she's a supporter of Amazulu Asazi. We'll have to find out a little bit later. A pioneer in women's disc jockeying in South Africa. Before Zinhle, who was there? Nobody. We'll find out how she did it. Now, let's talk a little bit to David Kekana. DK, the award-winning sports journalist. DK, what do you got for me in terms of news? How are you feeling? I'm loving the look, man.
Thank you, my brother. Let's start with, of course, cricket. As you know, that the 2020 cricket tournament is taking place in India.
I know.
Yes.
And the match today, Bangladesh up against India, I'm not sure. Because the way Ipele ngakhona ndoda, Ipele ngenye indlela, controversy, amazing, I don't understand. Some people have been saying, ngathi phekiwe le ndaba.
I know you want to zoom into that one because you think there's controversy in that one, Thomas. But earlier today, England nearly lost by 15. They won by 15 runs against Afghanistan. And that match was close. It took place with the qualifier, which is Afghanistan. They've qualified to get into the final round proper. So Bangladesh were another qualifier for Group 2. And they themselves acquitted themselves well. They nearly beat Australia before this match. But this last over that you're talking about...
Here's the last over. They need 11
against
runs.
India.
They got 6 balls. First one there, we see it goes. They cross over, they get the single. 5 balls to go.
Yes.
At this stage, it's 50-50 Guti. Bangladesh are going to win.
And Mushrafik Rahim
4 runs.
Scores 4 runs. Right? It looks like, you know, with everything
then another
that
4.
we have there, then they score another 4.
So now we're in a situation where the team needs 2 runs from 3 balls. Bangladesh are in position to win.
Then Rafiq does the impossible. Look at him there. Then he goes on the high for no reason.
Okay.
And he gets himself out.
Oxalayo, still, we're in a situation where it's 2 runs, 2 balls. It's doable still. Now
and they still have got 2 wickets there. You see,
yeah,
there, stroke 7.
They
still have got 2 guys that can still come in.
India are hosting the T20 World Cup.
Yes.
This is where they can go out. And then another Bangladeshi gives away his wicket.
Yeah, he just gives it away easily. Now, India believe that they can win. They focus for the last ball.
Even now, I'm saying 1 ball, 2 runs.
And it's a run out for Mushrafik Rahman. And then they lose the match by 1 run.
Explain it.
They lose by 1 run there because he didn't make the run.
Is it panic? What is it?
It is panic, and most secondly, they are playing against an experienced side, and it's lack of experience. People might think that there's Umkonyovu there involved, but the issues are that the host nation was nearly out of the tournament because they had already lost the match against New Zealand, and it meant that if they lost there, their chances of qualifying for the next round were all but done. So there is no match fixing. India wants to do well, and they are playing at home.
There you have it. David's given you confirmation of it. Now, that was a crazy last over, but I want to talk about crazy. This next story. Yeah. This man, Raymond Moore, is next to crazy. The women on earth outnumber men. Let's start there. The population of women is more than men. What prompts Raymond Moore to wake up in the morning and go to a TV interview like he did?
I think it's foot and mouth disease. I have to tell you that 69-year-old South African.
And he's from here.
He's from South Africa. He's the chief executive and tournament director of a tournament, the BNP Paribas. It's normally called the Indian Wales State.
So it plays in America. It's a big tournament.
In America. It's a big tournament. And of course, this tournament is held annually. And then he goes on air and he has a foot and mouth disease to say that women are, of course, on the tailcoat of men.
So they're
and
lucky.
They are lucky, and they should every day be on their knees to pray. Women in tennis should be on their knees and praying because the men are doing them the job.
Let's hear, because Raymond Moore, South African, had to quit the next day after he said this.
In my next life, when I come back, I want to be someone in the WTA because they ride on the coattails of the men. They don't make any decision. They're lucky. They're very, very lucky. If I was a lady player, I'd go down every night on my knees and thank God that Roger Federer and Rafa Nadal were because they've carried the sport. They really have. And now the mantle's been handed over to Djokovic and Murray.
Let's hear now, because after he says that, and that women are lucky and that the women's tennis tour needs to thank its heavens that there is a men's tour and the men are doing it, it upset the women.
It upset the women. But Djokovic also came into the issue by saying that he believes that men should earn more money than females.
But he then apologized.
Well, he apologized also because he says his statement might have been misconstrued and it could rub people the wrong way.
And he had to apologize after Serena Williams had a full go at him. She did an interview at the same event, came out straight away to say, this is what Serena had to say.
Obviously, I don't think any woman should be down on their knees thanking anybody like that. I think Venus, myself, a number of players have been. If I could tell you every day how many people say they don't watch tennis unless they're watching myself or my sister, I couldn't even bring up that number.
She's being a bit naughty there.
No. She's
right. No woman should ever be down on her knees doing anything.
There's a lot of people that go to tournaments just to watch Serena.
I went to Australia.
They don't even watch the men.
I won't lie.
They will not go there watching the men run for hours. They think it's far too long. But Serena, they will go there to watch.
When Airports Company South Africa said, Thomas, you're going to the Australian Open.
Yes.
My only mind was Serena Williams. The rest of the guys are among Mabona Sharp. I need to see Serena. That was where my money was going to go.
The courts are always full in certain courts for certain ladies. Chris Evert-Lloyd was another one who I always wanted to watch. Steffi Graf was another one. They were always crowd pullers. And now to single out women like that, I think is being disingenuous to what women have brought to tennis in general.
Not forgetting Sharapova when she did play. And Gabriela Sabatini, who when we were growing up, Gabriela, you. However, it's Two Oceans Marathon time this weekend. Right now in the studio in Cape Town, we have the big boss in charge there, the chairperson of the Two Oceans Marathon. There he sits for us, ready to talk to us. And I can't wait to have this conversation because it's going to be interesting. Mr. Dr. David Maralak, how are you?
I'm good, thank you very much, Thomas.
It's Two Oceans time already? How quickly has the time gone between last year?
It's been incredibly quick. We joked around about it during the week where we said we literally collapsed. That feels like a week ago. We collapsed after the last race, and the whole year has gone by with incredible amount of planning. And here we are again. But the excitement is building, so we can't ask for anything better.
Now, I'm going to work a little bit backwards. Before we talk about the race, I want to talk about what you guys did earlier in terms of handing out checks, giving money away, charity. The Two Oceans Marathon, 56 kilometers. It's grueling. It's tough. Everybody loves the race. It's one of the most beautiful in the world. But you also have beautiful hearts. What did you do?
Yes, our byline this year is Runners One, and we have a number of beneficiaries that we collect money for, either through runners' donations as well as contributions from ourselves. And four key beneficiaries We handed over checks this morning, for example, to Cancer Buddies. They work within a lot of our runners and a lot of our communities suffer of cancer, died of cancer. Our previous race director, Chet Sainsbury, died a few weeks ago of cancer. So it's certainly a beneficiary that's close to our heart. Then we also have the Center for Early Childhood Development that works in deprived communities and disadvantaged communities, assisting kids, in the formative years of their education and contributing to uplifting both the skills as well as resources. Then we also have the National Sea Rescue Institute as well as the SA Guide Dogs Association. Besides that, we also have about 40 beneficiaries who sell entries on our behalf, and they take the proceeds from that. So we benefit a number of community organizations.
I'm loving what the Two Oceans Marathon is doing, but let's quickly go on the issue of men versus women. Now, the one thing I know is Caroline Woestman is coming to the Two Oceans. I can't even tell you who won last year as far as the men are concerned. So I'm just saying that the women are dominating, and Caroline surely is one of the favorites to do it again for the South Africans this weekend.
Yes, we'll be quite pleased that both men and women defending champions are part of the race this year. Caroline Woestman, as you said, the woman, and then Motloko and Kabutlane as well. But we're fairly excited about the women's race, you're correct. It's probably the deepest women's race that we have in terms of skills and expertise, and they're at the top of the game. Besides Caroline Woestman, we're welcoming back this year Colin de Ruyck, who is still the current SA marathon holder, who spent quite a number of years in the US in Boulder. It's her first ultra marathon, so we're looking for exciting things as a good duel between her and Caroline Woestman. And then Shane Bosman and Tanith Maxwell, they sort of fairly well known on the local scene, so we're expecting quite a duel. All of them are obviously saying, they're not coming in terms of racing, and they're preparing for comrades, but we know it'll be a fantastic duel.
I can't wait for it. There's also the half marathon. We're seeing the Palula sisters there coming over the line as well. So if I'm in Cape Town and I'm down there and this is the weekend and I'm kind of like, I didn't know the race was going on, how do I involve myself? How do I make sure I don't miss out on Two Oceans?
Look, obviously our premier events are the ultra marathon, which is the 56 kilometer and the 21 kilometer. So obviously in terms of participating in those two events, those events have been sold out for a while.
I'm talking about watching now, supporting.
Yes, I will get to that. So in terms of participation as well, we have a number of fun runs, the 5.6 kilometers. So we try to involve the entire family in the events. On Friday, we have the 5.6 and 2.1 kilometer in terms of participating. And then spectating along the route. It's an absolutely fantastic buzz in Cape Town. We start on Friday morning with the trail runs already. It starts at UCT and ends at UCT. We also have the International Friendship Run that runs through the waterfront. And then immediately after that, we go into the Fun Run series. So, there's a lot of activity for spectators along the route. We start in Newlands, outside the swimming pool and SA Breweries, run along the Falls Bay coast, the one coastline, and then we cut into Chapman's Peak, Hout Bay. So we welcome all spectators along the route, and it will be a fantastic vibe.
On that note, Dr. Maralak, thank you very much for updating us. We will be watching it live Saturday morning, live on SABC Sport. SABC2 brings you the race, the Two Oceans Marathon, one of the two big marathons that take place in South Africa. Thank you very much for being with us tonight on Sport at 10. I know he won't be running, but he'll probably have something to say if something humorous happens. He is the undisputed heavyweight champion when it comes to humor. He's one and only South African's sports comedian. He is the Shampunizer. Shampunino, tips and tones. How are you, Tapel?
So the chairman is not running.
Maralak.
Yeah. And then no, not last time. Last year, this time, no, Shem, I was not even here, I was in New York.
Oh.
When they were running Two Oceans, I was flying over the Two Oceans.
Okay, what comment?
I'm just saying.
No, so, but like why?
No, Thomas, I want to be fair with you. I need to just get this thing out of the way in front of everyone, Thomas. I was offered your job. And I refused because BBK was in the other room. So I had to refuse. So just know that I refused the job offer, and then it's fine right now.
Okay,
we can move on swiftly.
Yes.
Because
if there's a yellow card, if I can fetch it.
Yes, I'm just saying
I'm issuing it right now.
Yeah, I'm just saying that your job by someone here in the corridors, and I declined. BBK was in the other room. Anyways, we're gonna move on swiftly with the... I'm just... I'm putting
Okay,
it,
all right.
I'm just putting it out there.
Thank
Thomas,
you, thank
that,
you.
right now, nowadays, people, bribery in sports is rife and everything. And I'm not even going to be like an advocate or whatever. I'm just saying, if your team is losing and being shampooized all the time, I'm open for any form of bribery, people. I am here. Give me any, I take e-wallet, money market, bulamlomo, anything. I'm here. So just give me whatever. I will just take it because it's
Are people complaining?
No, it takes long. You know, like these people are getting bribed. It takes long before they catch them. So by the time they catch me, I would have long bought Tembisa. I would have long bought Tembisa and bought
Are you
Soweto.
buying Tembisa Classic or Tembisa?
Tembisa and give it Soweto status. I'll buy Soweto status and confuse tourists. They're like, where are we, Soweto? But there, it's you are here. So focus.
But it sounds already like you've been bored because there's teams that lost.
Which team?
No, it's not.
Yeah,
for me
no,
to
I'm
say.
not even
But
gonna
I'm just
go-
saying there are teams that lost.
Yeah, teams have lost, but now match fixing is going. It's rife. It's all over the place right now. I'm just saying, if you know anyone who can match fix, if we can turn that into relationship fixing, like if I go somewhere for like 3 nights and come back, someone should pay my woman to pretend as if I just left an hour ago. And with extra cash, he can add a hug or a kissing. You know, relationship fixing. That's why that guy is talking about women not being useful. That guy is suffering from human fixing. He needs to be fixed. Because what's Antose snacks?
He's South African.
Exactly. He's going to come back and we're going to fix him. He must fall or stay there somehow. But what I'm talking about, like match fixing is becoming too much. And I'm just saying, as South Africans, we can do something. If we can have a Il Professori app, you understand? Where everywhere. He just pops up in the ground. Like if someone who professor will just pop up, hey, without fear or favor, get up. You understand? It becomes a prop, Joe, and we can make money. We become like Desmond Dube of this thing. You understand?
Yeah.
We have like 3 packages. We have the Mataitai package, where like the professor will just come and jump and just check for dives, for all these wrong things, time wasting, and we have the congratulatory package. We have Il Professor who just jump out and just congratulate the referee after a good decision, like, hey, nice one, without fear of favor, nice one. Then we have the special package that will cover everything, where you can dive or everything, but this one is special because it comes with Mkonza, who can argue with Il Professor on stage. You understand? We can solve this matter as South Africa. We can do it together.
Can I ask you one thing, comrade?
Yes.
Because Bidvest Wits are out of the CAF Confederations Cup.
Yes.
Kaizer Chiefs are out of the Champions League.
Yeah.
Ajax are out of the Confederations Cup. And yet I'm hearing nothing.
Yes, VET is because the strikers were students, they graduated. So they are suffering. And they graduated. There's no one there remaining. I just Cape Town, they are too far from us. We are not really concerned. Because it's confusing. Sometimes it's just Cape Town, sometimes it's just, we don't know. We don't understand. For people at home, Kaizer Chiefs jokes are not funny anymore. I'm not going to joke about it. It's not even funny anymore. I mean, really, like, people are chasing CAF, some are chasing Netbank, some are chasing the league. Chiefs is chasing the biggest loser. Let me leave.
What can you do with this, man?
He's a problem, comrade. He's a problem. We'll get more of Shampooizer. We've got plenty more for you. He's coming back. Yeah, no, he tried to avoid it. He really did. He tried to avoid it, but he couldn't hold himself back. We got the topic for you. We also want you to engage with us because we're going to be talking Orlando Pirates' victory back 20 years ago in the CAF Super Cup. But what is the cause for South African teams' dismal performances in CAF competitions? We're not just talking about the club size. We can even look at the national team. We're bottom of our group when it comes to qualifying for the Africa Cup of Nations. What are the causes? You tell us of the dismal performances of South African teams when it comes to CAF competitions. While we're on that, though, we still want you to support our national team, Bafana Bafana. Watch Bafana Bafana take on Cameroon in an AFCON 2017 qualifier. It's live from Cameroon. It's this Saturday, and it is happening on SABC 1 at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Or you can go on to Ukhozi FM and SABC Sport personalities, Andile Ngube. I'll be down there. Lebu Mutseli will be there. Spiwa Mkwanza. All of us at Ekhaya Eating House in Phoenix in Durban to watch the match live with you on the big screen, and you could stand a chance to be one of the 10 tickets for this event for you and your friends to join us in Durban as VVIPs. What do you have to do? What is it all about? You can be driven. You'll be in the bus to the place, and you'll have Clive Barker in that bus with you, in the Bafana team bus in Durban. He'll be with you going to the venue to watch the game with us. All you have to do is simply answer this question. Who is the current coach of Bafana? SMS Bafana. So SMS the word Bafana, followed by your answer and your area, where you stay, so we can make sure that we organize where you need to come from. And then SMS that to 34025. It's 34025. SMS costs R1. There are no free SMSs. All you need is your friends to make the moment even more special. I can't wait for it. Hashtag Kaufela, brought to you by SABC Sport and Ukhozi FM in association with Castle Lager. T's and C's applies, not for sale to persons under the age of 18. So that's the competition for you. We're coming back after the break. And after this break, we will have for you the fastest woman in South Africa, Karina Horn. Will she be able to get to the final of the Olympic Games 100 meters for women? We'll ask her that and a lot more.
Whiskey, where's the best to be found? I'd have said Ireland, but when challenged to step out of our comfort zone, we set off on a journey of discovery. Wisdom warns us to travel light, because what you find will be worth more than what you bring. Just when we thought we'd seen it all, we discovered something truly extraordinary. Because the best doesn't always come from where you'd expect.
Three Ships Whiskey, internationally awarded, proudly made in South Africa.
We've got Easter cracked with these great MTN deals, like the Sony Xperia Z5 for a surprisingly low $469 on my MTN Choice 100, and get 30 gigs free data. Or the all-new BlackBerry Priv for just $519, also on my MTN Choice 100, and get 30 gigs free data. Get these deals in store now with love from MTN. T's and C's apply.
When you're the original, you realize there's nothing like being emulated. When you travel far, you realize there's nothing like inspiring those close to home. And when a little success comes your way, you realize there's nothing like sharing it with others. The Glenlivet, created in 1824, it all comes back to the original.
I was never brave. I was young, out of control. Sparkled, spat, screamed, crashed, through the storm. If only someone had stepped in, pulled me out, showed me I could be brave. That's why I became the mentor I wish I'd had.
Sugar is everywhere. Aquafresh Sugar Acid Protection all-in-one toothpaste contain a strengthening ingredient that is absorbed to actively defend teeth against everyday sugars. Aquafresh Sugar Acid Protection does it all in one, Mum. Aquafresh all-in-one protection now available in mouthwash.
Maybe it could chill everyone out. Real refreshment for a party in paradise for 440 Chinas for 3 days. by any hunters, find your unique code, enter via this number, and stand a chance to win 2 tickets to the party of a lifetime in Mauritius, featuring SA's biggest acts. And you. And your Chana. Find the lucky Beat the Thirst undercap and connect with the Chana at hunters.co.za and stand to win 2 tickets.
To get to the Olympic Games, the final in the 100 meters, you have to run under 11 seconds. Right now, our best chance of doing it is the woman coming through the line there. Karina Horn is the SA record holder. She's run 11.06. That's 0.6 of a second away from being able to be in the final with the 8th fastest woman in the world. Karina Horn, welcome to Sport at 10. How are you?
Good, thanks. Thanks for having me.
I can't wait. I can't wait to have a conversation with you around that. But before we get to that, just tell us, where you're from, where's home, how did you get so fast, what did they feed you?
Well, at the moment I stay and train in Pretoria. My parents' home is in Kempton Park, so on weekends, if I have time, I'm going there. And my other home is in Europe.
That's the training thing, we're getting there. Where did you grow up?
In Natal for a bit, and then we moved, when I was 12 or 13 years old, we moved to Joburg. And the speed, is it a family thing? How do you become SA's fastest woman? Well, I think I've got a bit from my mom, the speed. She did athletics as well when she was little. And yeah, then it's just from training. Now, last year was big for you because you equaled a record in the 100 meters that had been standing for 25 years. You then got as fast as that woman from way back, Yvette de Klerk. Why? How did you get to that 11.06? Did you expect it? Well, I didn't expect it that day. I knew it was in my training. It was 4 years of different training, different coach, life-changing moments on and off the track, and it's hard work. Yeah. But you keep talking about the coach, and this is something I need to talk to you a little bit, because you had a coach, and then over the last couple of years you changed, and you went to a coach who was European, based in Europe. Why? I mean, what's wrong with local is lekker? Yeah, that's true as well, but if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. So, what was not working? I didn't get enough technical training, so there was no one that could help me for my benefits and my needs, and I needed someone to know what I need to do, not a training group. I need to focus on myself. I mean, I've heard you say that when you are in Europe, it's different. Everything is different. You're more focused there. Life is different for you. What are the distractions that you have here? Well, friends and family, especially family. Like, it's like, my mom, when are you coming home? This and this, and okay, I have to train. And sometimes not everybody understands. That you need to train? Yes. So you really, are you saying that the improvement you've had over the last 3 or 4 years has been mainly because of your new coach? Yes, definitely. You're giving it all to him? Yeah, definitely. Well, him and myself, it's work from both of us, both our sides. We both have to be dedicated, and as much as I put in the work, he is also putting in the work. Okay, so we see you going through the line there. We always talk about barriers. Now, in women's athletics, 11 seconds is a barrier. Definitely. When you get faster than 11 seconds, you're one of the speedsters in the world. You're at 11.06 right now. That 0.6 is a huge difference, though. It's the difference between going out in the semi-finals of the Olympics and getting into the final. Can we knock that 0.6 off before we get to Rio in August? Well, that's the plan now. That's what we do in training as well. And I think mainly I can get that from the first 20 meters that I have to get that down. And that's what we've been working on. Like in the race I raced in South Africa, at the 100 meters, I've missed, from the indoors to this race, I missed 1500ths of a second in that 100 meters. So, which can show me where I'm actually at the moment. So my training is going well, and I can see it's coming down. So is the dream just to get to the final? Or if you line up in the final race, do you look across and say, listen, I can win this? Well, I haven't put my mind there yet. My mind is at the Olympic final to be there. And in the final, anything can happen. It's anyone's race then. That's true. Yeah. But we want a little bit more of a guarantee. You know, we want to feel, and South Africans want to be saying, you are our Usain Bolt. You are the one that we're looking forward to. Can you give us some reassurances that you're going to give us something special? Well, definitely, that's what I'm hoping for. I don't want to disappoint. That's always not part of the plan. Definitely, when I'm at the starting line, I'm not going there to lose or to come second or something, so it's always giving my best, and definitely winning is a part of the race.
So it's do or die. I've also heard you say that this Olympics for you is the do or die Olympics. 2020 is too far.
Well, it's not too far, but I've missed out the 2012 Olympics, changed off coaches and everything, so it's been a lifelong dream to be at the Olympics, and it was always just a dream to go there. Now it's just not a dream to be there, but to be in the final. I'm not just going there for the heats or the semis. I want to be in the final and make more dreams come true.
Karina, we can't wait for it. 27 years of age, South Africa's fastest. She broke the record last year. She's looking to do it again on her way to the Rio Olympics, which are just months away. All the best.
Thank you so much.
And thanks for being with us tonight on Sport at 10.
Thank you for having me.
I'm going to race you down the corridor afterwards, because we've got a long corridor out here. I think I can take you, Karina. I used to be a sub-11-second sprinter myself back in the day, so I think I can take her. Shampunizer, what do you got for us on the bench?
Yeah, I'm sitting with the original Orlando Pirates. You know, these guys were there before the song Bobo Vulega was formed. These guys are the original Pirates, and I have the original Kune. Kune before Kune of Par. This guy, Siraz, he's the original, and I have a female DJ's in there. She's gonna spin everything around. But as you can see, I'm next to Gavin Lane. If I was this side, I was gonna ask him proper, what happened during the Rough-Men's Cup? When you hit, you know, he missed the penalty so bad. It's like he saw an engine like this one, I'm gonna kill it. Boo. So high, but you know what? Old wounds. Thomas, back to you, Mr. Thomas Mlambo.
We are here to celebrate. Whether you're reminding people of old things, it's all about after the break. Those three gentlemen, Okpara, Ramukadi, Lane, and how they were able to lift the CAF Super Cup in 1996 in March, 20 years ago. It's an anniversary, and we're celebrating it on Sport at 10.
Encore une autre histoire d'amour qui commence bien. Des papillons dans les cheveux, de bon matin. Regardez-les sans se soucier de la course folle.
We all want to live life at 100%. Centrum My Nutrients Omega-3 supports a healthy heart, a healthy brain, and healthy eyes. Centrum My Nutrients Omega-3. Live life at 100%.
Inside us all lurks greatness, bravery, guts, determination. Every time you get down, you get back up. You take us all forward. You raise the bar. And we salute you, party comrade, with a bottle of Valentine's whiskey for just $139.99 from Tops at Spa.
In the unfortunate event of death, the last thing your family should have to worry about is money.
That is why all clientele funeral plans pay out within 24 hours.
Plus, we will send 200 Rand free airtime to help with the necessary funeral arrangements.
I'm very proud to have given my cousin a decent funeral, because that is very important in our culture.
Clientele funeral plans are affordable. They start from just 99 Rand per month.
It's easy to apply. No medical examinations, no paperwork. It includes an unveiling and a grocery benefit.
Important. You can cover up to 13 people on one plan.
And on our Ultimate Dignity plan, you can get all your premiums back. Yes, all your money back on top of your cover amount.
I'm very grateful to clientele. Simply SMS funeral to 44053.
I'm ready to make the switch.
We're live, and Campbell just made the switch to Hansel Pilsner. Why the switch?
Oh, it's a Pilsner.
It's a Pilsner.
I like to thank my friends. Woo!
Campbell, what makes it so different to other beers?
Well, it's crisper and more refreshing. Try one.
Wow, super refreshing. One is your big Pilsner switch.
Refreshment only a Pilsner can bring.
These were the scenes 20 years ago at the F&B Stadium as Orlando Pirates defeated JS Kabylie, one of the big teams on the African continent. JS Kabylie have won 6 CAF competitions in their history. The Algerian side were a difficult team to beat, but Pirates did it to lift the CAF Super Cup in 1996. There it goes. Gavin Lane carrying it with the number 9 jersey on. This number 9 jersey that belongs to the striker of JS Kabylie on that day. I'm still looking at it. There it is, the original thing. You brought it with her. Let's start with you, Gavin, because, I mean, you brought the original jersey. How the hell did you even find this in your cupboard?
Well, through many years of playing a lot of football, I had a lot of jerseys in my cupboards. But my youngsters have taken him. All my Pirates jerseys, I don't have any more. But luckily I found that one. And coming to the studio today, I thought I'll bring it along and just remind the guys exactly what we did that night.
You did brilliant things that night. And one of the key men in doing those brilliant things, Bruce Ramukadi. Bruce, you were key. In fact, people can say of the Super Cup, you were the Jerry Skosana of it. You scored the 1-0 victory.
Yeah, I was actually not even on the starting lineup. Jerry had his problems, you know. So let's not talk about that.
No, let's talk.
Let's not talk about that on TV. Yeah, Jerry had his problems, so I had to start on a day.
So the coach says, problem. Warm up.
Start. Strong, my friend. Strong like dog.
This is Bandarenko.
That's Bandarenko. He said to me, my friend, for you, strong like dog.
And then Okpara Williams is with us here. Orlando Pirates' most capped player, 375 games for the team. Okpara, how busy a day was it, that final for you? Because we all know that the Champions League final in Abidjan, hey, you were flying, you were busy that day. This Super Cup final 20 years ago, how busy were you?
It was a tough game, as you see on the day. After winning the Champions Cup in Abidjan, you know, we needed that trophy. Because it's easy to win the Champions Cup and easy to win. It's not easy to win the Super Cup. So after winning that cup, the Champions Cup in Ivory Coast, we told ourselves, because we are like one big family, when we say go, all of us go, nobody looks back. You know, we told ourselves, this is the opportunity. Maybe we might not have this opportunity again. Let's go and do this job. So whatever that had been thrown on that day, I tell you, my friend, everything. I dive everything, you know, in that Nigerian language, everything. So that day I was diving and, you know, with him in front of me.
Stability.
Mistake, I hit him.
Oh, you hit him?
I asked him, I hit him.
I want us to go, before we get the team stuff out and the stories of what happened, let's look at the key moment, the 1-0 victory, how that goal came, because it looks like there was a bit of a robbery on Gavin Lane. It looks like when we look at it again, Gavin could have been the hero of the day, but it was Bruce who came up with the goal. First, Gavin Lane, long throw. Gav, you had that long throw back in the day. They couldn't cope.
Yeah, fortunately, they took a lot of long throw-ins, and we had the big boys like Batchy up front, and Mark Fisher would always push forward. So, yeah, then, here comes the goal.
Here comes the back post, Lane with the header. Hey, keeper, Ramukadi. Ramukadi puts it in the net. The man who wasn't supposed to start is the hero. And then celebration, you've been working on it for a while.
Yeah, you know, we used to have fun. Training, you know, practicing the celebrations, and that one stood out on the day.
You did it. Unlucky, Gavin, unlucky. Crossbar.
Well, as Akpara mentioned earlier on, we all as a team, and I think that's what made us such a great team in 95-96 season, was that we worked as a team, and that shows you exactly what happened as a team. We all worked there for each other. We died out there for each other. So, yeah, it was very important. So I would never say it was my goal or Bruce's goal. It was a team goal.
I have to confess, that of all nicknames in all of South African history of football, Gavin Lane's nickname for me is the one.
Stability unit.
The stability unit. You're number 5. And I have to give South Africans the history here. Back in the apartheid days, there was the police unit, which was called Internal Stability Unit. Now, they were mainly white guys, and they'd come into the township, and if there was a riot, or you thought of a riot, or you were thinking of causing a problem, they'd come in and kick everyone. And then they said, you are that guy for Orlando Pirates. How did that make you feel?
Yeah, obviously, I mean, I still remember Freddie, he was the guy with the one leg. We played at Tembisa, and I had a nickname, Elbow Man, and 10-1-1 and everything like this. And they came and said, no, you stability units. And I still went up to him and I said to him, what does that mean? He said, no, because the police force come and they stop everything. And there's no noise, there's quiet. And that is what you're doing to all the strikers. You're making them scared, there's no trouble. And it's stuck since then. And still nowadays, walking in the streets and everything, no one says hello, Gavin or Lane, and things. Hey, stability. So it's a good name, stuck.
Was it true? Did he really give that kind of protection?
Definitely. You know, with him, I can tell him, Kev, I'm going as Willie, go. I'm behind you. I will go and punch. I lie down there. You hit a shot, he will put his head. This is the only player I've seen. Was it against Uganda of Express? He was, he has a cut here.
Stitches.
They put in stitches. 2 minutes later, I don't know what happened, knee, wherever, he put knee cap. Kev, go out. No, we need this point. I look at him, I say, Kev, do your best, I will help you. Fish, let's play. Let's help him. Since he wants to stay on, means he wants to see us win this game. We all stayed together. In short, we are a team.
There was great teamwork there. However, after the break, the defenders are seeming to have the dominance here. Kitamo and a striker, because these guys have a lot to say. Gary, they were the only ones doing the business back in 1995-96. We carry on with the conversation around that 20-year anniversary of Orlando Pirates winning the CAF Super Cup with Ramokgadi Lane as well as Okpara Williams. Stay with Sport at 10.
To create a modern whiskey that challenges convention, Scottish Leader found a new perspective. Look at a circle. When you see it from a new perspective, new, richer possibilities are revealed. So we looked at whiskey from a new perspective and created a new blend with more malts to achieve a singular richness born of a sweet, smoky flavour. Introducing the all-new Scottish Leader. Scottish Leader, a new perspective.
Try new Nivea Men Face Cream. It's non-greasy, fast-absorbing, and affordable. Men, this is your face cream. Nivea Men, it starts with you. Not everything ends well, so insure your car, home, and other valuables with Old Mutual iWise. SMS quote to 33771 and we'll call you.
We've got Easter cracked with these great MTN deals, like the Sony Xperia Z5 for surprisingly low $469 on my MTN Choice 100, and get 30 gigs free data, or the all-new BlackBerry Priv for just $519, also on my MTN Choice 100, and get 30 gigs free data. Get these deals in store now with love from MTN. T's and C's apply.
To keep our beer 100% pure, there's something we've had to say. No. Use more than 3 ingredients? No. Add anything else? No. Everything we do for the love of pure beer. And that means no compromises. Yes. Ah, yes. The new look original Vintol Draft. 100% pure beer.
I see, Spain. Come on, number 2.
Lunch bar, new pack, same great taste. Obvious.
We're back. We're still talking about that game back in 1996 where Orlando Pirates beat JS Kabylie to win the CAF Super Cup. But I need to find out, was there an undercover Kaizer Chiefs person who scored the goal in that game? Because, Bruce, just tell us about your ties to Kaizer Chiefs.
My father is Banks Tlodi, former goalkeeper. Former Kaizer Chiefs goalkeeper.
Not just keeper, great goalkeeper. Not keeper, the great Banks.
But it wasn't undercover.
No, because even some of your teammates today, Gavin says, I didn't know.
It wasn't undercover.
I want to disclose that to Gavin. Gavin, did you know?
I did not know.
No, most of the public knows. That,
but Gav, your teammate didn't know.
No, he wanted to play for Pirates. He didn't want to know about Chiefs. That's all he wanted to do. You know, yeah.
Guys, while I have you around the table, and the topic that we did put out there was, why is it that we find that modern South African teams, be it the national team, be it club sides, are struggling when it comes to the CAF competitions compared to the successes of Chiefs in 2001, 95, 96, Orlando Pirates? What's the difference? I'm going to come to Ekpara last because he's still involved right now. What do you think?
I definitely think it's, you know, our mindset in those days was that we're out there as a team and we want to go out and win. And to me nowadays it looks like you've got a squad of 60 players. And I don't know if there's no gel between the players or what is. We had, 25, 30 players maybe, guys, that we had to play with.
Smaller squad. And we knew if once we travelled as a team, we travelled as a unit. And I just say, I think we went out there and played with our heart. Nowadays, the guys, to me, it seemed like they go out there and they don't like to get tackled anymore. And we had to be strong and tough. Okpara taking us into Nigeria was tough places. Okpara, remember, he looked after us there. But that's what made us stronger, and I think that's what the bond became. Where nowadays I think the guys go there, they're petrified because they say, "Oh well, the pitch is not like FNB." But that's the way soccer is. You know what I mean? You got to go out there, you got to play on any pitch. So I think personally, that it's first of all team spirit and playing with your heart that you want to go out and win every match, and I think that's a problem. Bruce?
Yeah, I concur with Kevin here. You know, we used to have that team spirit, you know. Each and every game when we played in Tembisa, we used to go out with these guys. Kevin, we used to take him to the Kasi, you know, after the game.
Lisa, stability you need to go
for sure. McFish.
When you empty the tavern, everyone said, hey.
Yeah. So, yeah, we used to, every after game, we used to be together. That's how we got together and had that team spirit and that fighting spirit as well.
Is it harder now to achieve what you had then?
Well, it's not hard. But all I would say, you know, it comes to what you want to achieve as a player. You know, that's the most important thing. We want to win things. Remember, Pirates then was relegated teams from Dynamos, you know, all those unfancy teams. Then Mr. Koza bought players, put them together. When I came to South Africa, nobody knows who's Okpara or whatever. But when we started playing, they can see. It's like what Leicester is doing now, Leicester City is doing in England now. Nobody gave them a chance to be where they are today. That's what happened to us. We now, on our own side, we try to prove people that it's not because the team is being relegated that we also relegated. No. We as individuals, we have something in life. We want to play for Pirates. When we leave Pirates, we have to leave a legacy that people that will come after us, you know, we see as, which team won this thing. Like now, if you go to Orlando Pirates, you will see the trophy there. Our name is being reviewed, you know.
And you have left the legacy, gentlemen. You really have. Bruce, thank you for the goal. Thank you for bringing the trophy to South Africa. Even though you weren't expected to play, that's what the guy comes in off the bench does. Stability unit. It's been too long since we've seen you. Good to have you tonight with us on the show. Okpara Williams. Well, I mean, you were the #1 goalkeeper from 2002. From 1990 to 2002, 12 years. You were the #1 goalkeeper at Orlando Pirates and still part of the team. So it's great to have them. Congratulations on the 20-year anniversary. Shampunaiza, what's happening on the bench as the players shake hands here in front of me?
Sitting with real legends. Those people never got injured, ever. I've never seen them injured. That's why we call them legends. But you said DJ Zintle's outfit, Kikalata Amazul. I'll make it interesting and put this thing away. Now she's Siwelele Samasokolar. Over to you, Thomas Malambo.
La Foster, GJ Zintle comes in next. Again, gentlemen, congratulations. Thank you very much for your time and effort and bringing an Okpara's already on his way. Guy, but Okpara's on his way. Maybe he's going to fetch another trophy. Join us after the break.
We have a fresh take on life. We've got our own style. We put a spin on the old and mix in the new. For us, success is doing what we love. And most of all, we choose to have a fresh take on what we drink. Clear on the outside, golden on the inside. An easy drinking beer. A beer unlike any other. Miller Genuine Draft. A fresh take on beer. It's Miller time.
Unfair dismissal, wrongful arrest, blacklisting, contractual disputes, uncontested divorce, or drunk driving charges. It can happen to anyone.
Join Clientele Legal today and have a tough professional lawyer by your side 24 hours a day.
It's affordable. Plans start from 130 rands per month.
SMS PLAN to 41445 and we'll call you back.
All Clientele Legal plans include a bail benefit. Should you be arrested, we will go to the police station on your behalf and pay the bail.
I'm very impressed with the service I got from Clientele Legal. They were very tough and very professional.
Clientele has helped me to feel empowered.
There is justice in South Africa if you've got Clientele Legal on your side.
Professional lawyers, professional advice at an affordable price.
Join Clientele Legal today.
SMS PLAN to 41445 and we'll call you back.
They're angry, Daddy.
No, they're just hungry. Very hungry. Now, they're saying they just want a nice sizzling steak.
But don't they have a spur where they come from?
No.
Shame.
With 20% off all steaks on Thursdays at Spur, South Africans now enjoy a distinct advantage.
Listen, proud partner of cricketing excitement.
Ready for a big day?
Always ready. The Kamalos are going to charge in with 50 new ideas. Then I race to a site inspection, find the wrong wall's been knocked down, back to the office, get even with Gaz on the squash court, then the big challenge, helping Ella with her homework.
Big days start with Baraka. Baraka Performance, now available in mango flavor. Amplify your music experience. Buy any Amstel Lager, send your unique code, and you could win one of 20 sets of 24-karat, gold-plated Beats by Dre. T's and C's apply.
Ntobe Zinhle Gianni, otherwise known as DJ Zinhle. She's been on television on the SABC for years. She's doing it on the ones and twos. And she's also threatened me. I have to just expose this. If I tell you her age, she will not say another word in the interview. This is the threat I was just told.
Yeah, you will not hear me say anything.
So
For
the next Mangati.
Maybe
At the end?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'll bring it in then because it would be a long couple of minutes without it. However, you're wearing Amazulu green. DJ Zinhle, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Which team are you actually a fan of? That's a question people have been asking me the whole day.
Okay, listen. My mom just recently told me that my father was a Sundowns fan. So, family, you know, says that I'm a Sundowns fan. So...
Kanjani? What time will support the Sundowns now? It's only Sundowns.
Yeah.
No,
it's because of my dad, you know? And by winner because I've just joined.
You from Danhauser, you from KZN, deep KwaZulu Natal.
Usho sema melody angifiki mina.
Uyazelaphi?
Ngiyazi ma melody. Ngase wathi lo ngiyafika.
I know siyasola ke manje. But anyway, let's leave it there. I've known you for a long time. I think over 10 years, eh?
10 years, yeah.
We were actually trying to track back to when I first saw you performing. It was a corporate soccer challenge. And you were still having the dream of being that first person, taking it to the next level.
Yeah.
You now made it.
Yeah, I'm still on the journey, but it's happening, you know. I think we spoke about it back then. It was one of my first few shows.
Yeah,
and I had to pretend I knew what I was doing.
But the
at
crowd
time.
loved you, I remember.
Yeah, it was amazing. I mean, yeah.
First of all, I remember it was surprising that everyone was like, this girl.
Yeah.
Like a woman DJ. Then they're like, Asazi. And then the next thing, Umnandi.
And I used to do a lot of Orlando Pirates gigs at the time.
So we saw you at that corporate challenge. And the thing is, you took over. Everyone was like, wow, she's so good. The crowd was standing on their feet. People were dancing on the stage. I still remember that so clearly.
So how come we remembering everyone's reaction but yours?
No, I have to be just in the background and just make sure that I don't... If I get on the stage, then they wouldn't have seen you. I would have been like an international dancer now. Your career wouldn't have made it by staying on the side.
Okay.
So thank me.
Oh, thank you, Thomas.
Speaking of which, traveling the world. You've DJ'd everywhere in the world. So many venues. Your favorite?
My favorite, what would I say is my favorite? I've gone everywhere, but Botswana still gets me.
Kona line next door?
Line next door. I mean, I've played in Malaysia, I've done Miami, I've done Washington, I've done everything, but Botswana still is the best place for me. It is.
Because?
Yeah, just the crowd is amazing. It's as amazing as Pretoria. You know, it's one of those, when you go to Pretoria, you party hard.
You know, the one thing I always ask new moms is, especially when you're a celebrity, what is the lesson that you want to pass on to that child or your kids one day about, because they're going to say, Mom, I also want to be famous. I want to be a legend. I want everyone to know my name. What do you tell them?
What do I tell them? You know what? I think fame is a bit overrated. I want Cairo just to experience life. I want her to travel and see the world. And then she can decide what she wants to do. So she doesn't have to, you know, stress about being... I think acquiring fame is actually pretty easy, especially these days. So it's not a big deal. I just want her to travel the world and be fearless, you know. So I'm trying to conquer all my fears right now so that I don't take whatever I'm scared of onto her. So anything that I'm scared of, do you know that of anything that I'm scared of?
You're scared of this? The Sport at 10 cupcakes.
No, cupcakes I'm good.
Everybody fears whether they will be able to get the questions right.
Okay.
Uchimile.
Mina?
Yeah.
This morning.
Are you ready to get these questions?
Uchimile in my head, yeah.
Let's get the first one for you. The first thing I'm going to ask you is, on Tuesday night, Bafana will be here. Where is here?
Yeah, hey, that's what Banji thing. That's Moses Mabida.
Sure?
Just give me a cupcake.
Oh, there's confidence already. You don't get cupcake for one. They will be playing at Moses Mabida. Okay, I'll give you that one. Famous swimmer. Durban boy. Ngoba, you from KZN as well. We thought we'll show you a Durban boy famous swimmer. Kanjalo nje.
But no, I was talking to his muscles.
Why are you perving?
No.
You just went, ooh, Chad.
I was talking to his muscles.
Why is that muscle like?
They're nicely toned. He's a
But when I came in here, you didn't go, ooh, Thomas.
Because when overdressed, when you checked.
And I don't have muscles. I don't have muscles. Final one. I want you to name anybody. The most famous race on KZN is the Comrades Marathon. In these pictures, if you can name an athlete, I'm going to give you the cupcakes.
Isn't that Zolapad?
No.
Next to... Yeah, that's again.
No, but here we've got other pictures.
Listen, I have no idea.
Just so and you just say that's Zola Bat. White
female, yeah.
Zola Bat.
Yeah, Zola Bat one.
That is Zola Bat now, but not before.
Long up.
Yes. Shabunaiza, where are you going? Hey, they just see white woman Zola Bat.
Zola Bat, everybody.
You're really taxi.
Yeah.
No, Zola Bat.
Maria Carey, it's Zola Bat. Thank you.
Enjoy. Say true.
Yeah.
Okay. This is for a 10, eh? It's how protocol and what works.
Like carry case.
Yeah. No, English, Bruce. I concur. Anyways, concur. This is the first time I hear this word. You'll never use it, go guys. Do you concur? I'm fit into it. Anyways, Bafana playing. Good luck, guys. And I don't know why everyone is avoiding to play for Bafana. But he's very injured. I mean, really, you have a shoulder problem. It's football. So please, good luck, guys. See me. I'll be performing with your celebration.
We'll find you there. DJ Z. Ah, man, it was great seeing you, man. It's been too long.
I'll see you again in 4 years.
We will. Good night, and we will leave you with the famous words as usual. If you're not watching Sport at 10, what are you doing?
Tomorrow on 1, or 6, a look at Mzansi sneaker culture with Ayashi Samatini. Or 8:30, after losing his parents, Lindan is back where he grew up and follows his street. Besang on 9, youth civic rights, duties and active participation in Mzansi's democracy with Walala Wasala.